right? Would you advise someone from Uganda, right, to move to sell his property, close down his business, to move down here?
Sell your business.
People sell their businesses.
Yeah. Oh, you know
Bandwagon,
what?
just follow what's
It's
happening.
it's actually crazy because
Yeah.
I know. So you know all these like skill worker
Yeah.
agencies that used to get people from Africa and bring them here.
Mhm.
The guys who would literally scam guys, and
Yeah.
they would make them get loans. Some people would sell their houses. They come here and the guy just disappears. I know not only one, two, three, or four stories of things like that that have actually happened.
Sad.
And I always, okay, so first of all, it would be very unfair if I told you my share of opinion without telling you, for example, like why personally I moved here.
Okay.
Because my whole life, and I think from inception, from the time I got to understand,
Yeah.
I never ever saw myself leaving my country.
Yeah.
I never saw myself leaving the country. I never desired to move out of my country
Yeah.
because I was doing really well. I mean, I think I'm still doing well, but I was happy, I was comfortable, I
Yeah.
was living a life that I personally had dreamed of.
Yeah.
And so I never ever thought that, at some point I'm going to leave my country and go to another country and see how things work.
Yeah.
Obviously, for my case, I got married, and after getting married, it made a lot of sense for me because my wife is British. So I felt it is important for me to come and live with her because obviously the lifestyle that she was living and all these things that were happening, I felt like it would be, I wanted to be with my wife.
Yeah.
And we'd been in a long distance relationship for a very long time. So I felt like that was the case. But then, of course, also the imbalances that come with living in Africa, the political instability, the corruption, and all that stuff
Yeah.
starts making you feel insecure.
Yeah.
Lockdown woke my eyes up, and I've told you this very many times. The Ugandan lockdown was the biggest eye opener. And so I felt, you know what? I could actually move and see how things are. But it then was so different from what I know for other people, because I know there are people that just want to leave and come to the UK.
Yeah.
They want to leave and go to the US. They want to go to Canada. They believe that life abroad is much better than where they are. And so, like you're saying,
Yeah.
people want to sell their property, people want to, I mean, get loans that they might not be able to pay back,
Yeah.
and all that stuff. I would be in your position and say that I wouldn't say yes or no, because everyone's destiny could be different.
Yeah.
But I think until you get here and you understand
You're right.
that your master's doesn't mean anything here. Even if you have even if you're a professor, even if you have 4 degrees, like, it's one of the things that I noticed here is
Yeah.
that it's more of experience.
More experience, yeah. More experience.
Experience is what takes you far, and yet the experience has to be based on the UK or the British culture. You can't come here with your Ugandan experience and you think you're going to just, flip it over.
Nah.
It will be very difficult for you. So many people will come here. They get, simple jobs in the beginning, like you work in the warehouse.
Yeah.
Now, if you've worked in the warehouse, why? I see trauma in
Bro. You see, the thing is,
if you worked in the warehouse, let me tell you, I have tears in my eyes right now. But if you've worked in the warehouse, and I don't care what kind of warehouse it is, you will then, someone will tell you, welcome to the UK.
Bro.
Yeah.
If you've not, like, if you're watching this, if you move to the UK,
yeah,
and you have not worked in a warehouse,
yeah,
I don't think you will make it.
No, you haven't. Like,
you will not make it.
You haven't understood what
you've not moved.
Yes,
you don't know what life is.
No, you haven't.
Right?
Yeah.
So
you're in a cushion.
When I moved here,
yeah,
I was studying, right?
Yeah.
I was studying University of Northampton. So while I was studying, I had some money. I came in with some money, right? But I used Naira.
Yeah.
And I converted Naira to British pounds. And first of all, it made my currency look like a
Yeah,
child.
yeah.
And I was like, what?
Yeah. You can't believe
Then
it.
I was like, okay, I mean, this might sustain me for a couple of months, but I need to get a job because my plan before moving here was like, okay, you know what, I'm just gonna try to focus on my education and just pay my rent and just read and just make sure I graduate with good grades and stuff like that for the first 6 months before looking for a job. But when I converted the currency,
it just didn't make sense. It doesn't make sense.
I need to get a job first.
If you don't have a job in this place, and I don't care what type of job it is, but if you don't have a job at all, you're not surviving 5 days.
I was looking for I was looking for jobs. You don't have a UK. I'm sorry. You do not have a UK experience, so we might not be able to give you this right now. Sorry.
Yeah.
Bro, I got unfortunately over 7,000. Unfortunately, I was like, oh, what's going on? Then someone I knew that was a Nigerian guy that moved here before now. He was like, come, let me tell you something. Just sit down, let me tell you something. Go and get the warehouse first before anything. At least get the money coming in so you can pay your bills in pounds. Earn pounds. And regardless of the type of job, right, it will give you a UK experience. Right? With that experience you can get other job. You can get
everything opens up.
So everything opened up. Before other things opened up for me, right? Other opportunities opened up for me. I went to the warehouse. Bro, it was a food warehouse. It was so cold. It was so cold.
Yeah.
Then there's someone I knew from Nigeria who was working in that warehouse too. And he was just opposite me. It was a she. She was just opposite me.
Yeah.
Staring. She was looking at me. Bro, it was a food line. You know how the warehouse is something just food and stuff just moving and you're just trying to
keeps moving.
Keep moving. I was closing bread.
Yeah.
It was like bread, like burger bread, and I was trying to like close the bread. I was closing the bread. Bro, the kind of bread I closed, even the breadwinner of the family has not closed that kind of bread. Bro, it's like a million bread. I was closing bread. I was closing the bread. Bro, the person I knew from Nigeria.
Yeah.
She was just looking at me and she was laughing. He said, oh. He said,
oh my God.
Say fat. Look at you.
Bro, I'm tearing, bro. I'm shedding tears.
Bro, I came back home. I just opened the window.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry, guys. I was looking at the window and I was like, why? I said, why did I come here? Why?
Yeah.
You had this.
Yeah.
You had some substantial amount of money. You're big.
Yeah.
You're a good boy.
You've been doing pretty well.
Why?
You're a big shot on your street.
I was like, okay.
Yeah.
But thank God. Everything, it got better.
No.
I got better.
It does get better.
It got better. And
sometimes you see people on TikTok saying, oh, first day I came to the UK, this and that. Second year I came here. They keep showing you progression, but they don't really tell you like the pain that it comes with. Like one of the things that I notice is once you travel, and I don't really care which country it is as long as it's in the western side, UK, Canada, US, or wherever it is, one of the first things you need to realize is that yes, you might actually have your ego with you, but you need to first leave it outside and start living in their life and understand their lifestyle. My experience, because I come from a position whereby I have done well in my life. I am actually someone that I treat myself like someone who has achieved quite a lot. And then you get to a place and you realize, okay, I have to start from the bottom now and get to the top. There's a friend of mine who worked in the warehouse. When the guy came back home, we told him, how are you? The guy said, how should I be? The guy said, how should I be? What do you want? Like he's angry at you. And you realize, okay, you know what? This is not easy. And the people who have had it rough. Thank God for me. I come here and obviously my wife is already settled in here. It's way different.
Bro, I didn't know anything.
Yeah,
I knew not even a single soul
For me it was a completely different experience. My first work was in Greg's, and it was a soft landing in a way,
Yeah.
until when, because I first came, then I went back to Uganda. Then
Yeah.
when I got back, I was like, you know what, I liked what I was doing there. Let me get another sport somewhere. And I got another company. I'm not going to mention the name. I got another company to work with, and I entered it, and they told me, so you're going to do this, you're going to do this, and then you carry this. I looked at the back. I said, bro, I called my wife and I was like, please come and pick me up, man.
They
I
want
can't.
to kill me.
I want to murder me. So I
Bro.
think one of the first culture shocks that I got here was life here is about getting experience.
Mm.
That's the first thing. And it doesn't matter if you are a bank manager. It doesn't matter if you are a big shot, wherever it is. Once
Yeah.
you get here,
It'll humble you, man.
you have to first humble
Yeah.
yourself before it humbles you. Otherwise, you're going to get the biggest shock of your life, and you lose a lot of your ego. And yet, you still need to remember who you were, because you don't want to lose that side of you.
Yeah.
Your identity is very, very important. But there are people who get here and they are still carrying the same identity, and they get depressed, they get stressed out. We have had conversations of people who have been in a position of thinking about suicide.
Yeah.
People have thought about all these
Yeah.
different things.
Not even thinking about it. A lot of
Yeah.
people have
Some
killed
people have
themselves.
taken
Yeah,
themselves.
taking their life.
So you don't want to contemplate things of that nature, because it does get to that level, bro. It does get to that level where you just don't identify with who you were all your life. So that's the first thing. Experience is a very big deal here, and I think in many Western countries. The second thing that I noticed here is you're on your own. I don't care how many family members you have here. You are on your own.
You're on your own.
Your bank account is your bank account.
Yeah.
And when you go out there and you meet people, one of the coolest things about this country is people are very polite. They'll smile. You're right. They'll give you that, you're right. But at the end of the day, it is a survival mechanism.
Yeah.
To be polite, to be able to move through the day. But once they close the door behind them, that's it.
That's it, yeah.
That's it.
You're on your own.
You are on your own. And so those are some of the two that I experienced here that for me have raised me really quick. I have been able to understand the flow of the British culture. And thank God for the job that I have now, because once you go through a few of these other jobs and you get to where you are, you start thinking, man, I'm a lucky guy. I'm a lucky guy.
Yeah.
Like, I'm in a very good position where I can still be able to express myself with the identity that I always had. Instead of getting swallowed up in what I thought could be. But I wouldn't advise anyone to sell
and close the door. So in a nutshell, you're not gonna advise anyone to just sell.
Don't cut out your past to run to your future.
And most especially if you are of age. If you're from 35, 40.
No, don't do that.
Bro, just live your life. I'm telling you. I'm being honest. Don't live your life. But if you're younger, from your 20s.
Oh, no. If you're below 20, if you're below 25.
25, the 25,
do your
20s
thing.
And stuff like this. You can move here and start. You can start a life. You've got time to go through what we have gone through.
Exactly.
But so you can, settle in. But if you are already of age, 45. I mean, you're not old at 45, but there's no time.
In this country, the truth is that once you turn 40, the opportunities that come your way are not as many.
Yeah, you can't even take a mortgage.
And
I mean, you can.
But it's like
time is limited for you.
Time is limited for you. And then also what I noticed is that most of the things that you could want to achieve in life, you realize that there are steps to get them. And when you count the steps, you realize, I'll be 55. So you start thinking, it's much better to come here when you are younger. So if you have kids, maybe you can send them here. If you have young siblings or you have nephews or something like that, you can send them here, and they can be able to go through, the real structure of life and get themselves far. But individually, for me, I'm very blessed that I actually have a very good support system that has advised me on different steps. Has advised me in different steps on what to do and what to achieve. So I don't really have a lot that I should be complaining about compared to many other people.
Yeah.
I think many other people have reason to be in pain, to cry. There's a guy who I knew that he bought a bike, they stole it. He bought another one, they
Are you
stole
talking
it.
about me?
No, did they steal your bike?
Oh,
Hey.
just continue.
There are setbacks as well, and these setbacks here are not the same setbacks like back home.
No.
They really hit, so we live in a very singular individualistic lifestyle here, that even if you are married or you have a girlfriend or you have a big family, many of the times you're expected to pay bills, you're expected to contribute, and you can't sit back and just expect to eat food and keep moving with life.
Nothing is free for you.
Nothing at all.
Nothing is free for you. You're
Nothing.
going to pay tax. You're
Yeah.
going to pay bills and bills and bills.
Yeah.
You might tell someone how much you earn every month, and they'll be like, "Oh wow, bro, you're the guy."
No.
But do you know how much is going out?
Yeah.
A quarter of that money, or more than a quarter of that money, is going out.
I'm very sure many people here who work on basic salary, which could be almost to minimum age.
Yeah.
They earn maybe better than even some top executives in Africa.
Yeah.
But when you accumulate that same amount of money and you try to see how much they spend, it's ridiculous.
It's ridiculous.
It's ridiculous.
It might end up being the same.
It's literally the same or even less at some point.
Yeah, at some point.
And yet, at the end of the day, at home, they're calling you to send something. They're saying, "Oh, please, my boy,
please.
send me something."
Uncle Kella is very stingy.
Yeah. Oh my God. Until you get to
stingy.
No, it's not easy. Another thing, by the way, still speaking about selling property.
Yeah.
I think it's very important to have your grassroots in Africa still very strong.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that you have something, and I'm not saying this in a defeated statement or whatever, but you need to have something to fall back to.
Yep.
You need to have something to retire to.
Yeah.
You need to have something that you can easily at some point say, you know what, I want to go back and visit.
Yeah.
Once you do get your indefinite leave or whatever it is, and you feel like you can go back, you should feel the need to say, you know what, I'm stressed out. Let me fly out. Let me go and do this.
Yeah.
Because if you live your life in this concrete jungle, it gets depressing. The weather is not necessarily the best. The food, you have to create yourself for it to be amazing. So you need to have something to fall back to, people that you can fall back on, keep relationships alive, keep your property that you have there. If you have to sell, if you have to get a way to leave your life behind to come here, I would heavily advise against it.
Yeah, I would advise you, if you want to move here, get your facts right.
Yeah.
Do all your findings. Do not close your life entirely and move here, because you might be surprised.
Yeah.
You might come here and things will work out for you perfectly.
There's some people who actually are living a very good life.
Beautiful. Yeah. Things might work out for you.
Yeah.
You might not even go through the stress that we went through before settling down. But I'm saying majority of the time, do not close your life.
Yeah.
And move.
And don't listen to people. I know it's very weird that we are the ones you're listening to, but don't listen to people telling you, you're going to go there and do this kind of job. You're going to go there and do this kind of thing. You're going to go there and do this kind of... No, don't listen. When you get here, all that is actually very normal. It's just part of life.
Yeah.
I meet people who drive some of the best cars asking me if there is placement in my job.
Yes.
You understand?
Yes.
And so they're living a better life than I am, per se, but they think my job is secure for them.
Yeah.
So you start realizing
people don't even post their failure.
Yeah, don't.
Nobody posts their failure on social media. They post when they're chilling, driving a very fine car. So I'm just like, man.
Yeah.
Is it not Kudus?
Yeah.
Kudus that just went. He's driving a Mercedes Benz.
Yeah.
He's paying monthly.
I'm telling you, he's paying monthly.
He's paying monthly. It's just he's not showing you the stress that he's going through.
Yeah.
So you might just feel like, you know what?
Yeah.
I want to ride that car. I want to do this. Just peer pressure. Like,
by the way, you can own anything you want in this country.
But can you pay?
But paying it, that's where the problem
comes. You pay through your nose.
Yeah.
You
can drive any type of car you want. You can wear any clothes you want. But the cost at which it really comes at is a very heavy one.
Yeah.
So it is definitely a very interesting episode, because I'm glad that we've been able to get this off.